What is up, YouTube? BTXP, bringing you guys my first impressions of Need for Speed Rivals. And I'll just go ahead and say, before the damn game even starts, just based off the intro, it looks like we were lied to. It doesn't look like a Gymkhana happy kind of event. What the fuck is this? Install HD content. Wow. Basically, for the game to run right, we're going to have to wait about 10 minutes. Alright guys, so here we are with basically what is the tutorial for the cop side of things. It's going to give you pretty much the same exact tutorial for the racer side. Right off the bat, I gotta say, not totally impressed. I feel like it's Hot Pursuit, you know, with a few upgrades here or there. Now, my opinion does turn later in the video, I'll go ahead and say, and you will see why. So if you stick around, there is, for those of you who don't really know much about Need for Speed Rivals, there is probably one thing that's gonna keep me playing. And well, I guess there's no harm in telling you now. There is actually seamless online, offline. You know, it all runs into one. Kind of like how in Hot Pursuit, if you busted out at rank 30 in single player, you could go online and you would be rank 30. But now it is one immersive world. I notice as soon as I start playing, actually, not when I'm in this mission, but when I'm just roaming around. There are other guys, you know, just like me, driving around doing their missions. Now, from what I've gathered, I think you can get people to start missions with you, and then I don't know if you're either competing to, you know, like say I'm a cop. I don't know if I'll be competing with them to get a takedown or if we'll be working together. I actually would really like the working together aspect. You know, almost feel like a police force kind of. So beat that basic rapid response, which is, you know, get from point A to point B in a certain amount of time. One for those time penalties, could have got a better medal. And now, of course, it wants us to do a intercept, I believe. Well, oh no, just simply got to bust a racer. Okay. And that's another thing. You'll find racers. Some of them will be human. Some of them will be computer controlled, like this guy, and they'll be racing illegally through the streets. Some of them won't even be speeding really, but you can just flash your lights on them at any time and start a chase, which is really cool. I haven't got into that whole aspect yet, but you know, say I come up on one of my friends, and you know, he's sitting there in his nice little Porsche, and then boom, I flip the lights, and then we're right into a chase. It definitely sounds awesome. It sounds like something that would be really fun if you could get a group of people to play with you. So I'm definitely going to be looking to explore that more. So if you're watching this video, I'm probably looking for people to play. Depends on how long after the video it is. I don't usually play games forever, you know, in terms of, you know, a month, maybe 2 months. Of course, I'll come back to it at later times and things like that, but I rarely just stick with a game, one game solidly for months on end. I'm just going to look at the map here, figure out what all the icons, so you can switch to the bottom. Well, the only thing that's weird is doesn't seem to really be any fast travel. Yeah, I mean, you can go to the police academy place, whatever they want to call it, and then you can set a destination from there, but it has to be one of the marked destinations, one of the other houses. So really, you have to drive to a fast travel point to be able to travel to one of the other fast travel points. Give us the option to fast travel. Not everybody's going to fast travel every single time. Do they really want you to explore the map that bad to where they will make you drive everywhere, basically? Because sooner or later, you're going to have to drive everywhere, whether it's in a race free roam, just driving to your spawn fast travel points. And when I say fast travel points, this is basically what I mean. It's where you go, you know, once you collect points for missions, you can actually go in here and bank those points where they can't be lost or anything like that. I haven't lost any yet, but I'm guessing you can lose them somehow, or otherwise, why would there be a bank option?
This is your hideout. They can be found all across Redview.
So we're gonna switch it over here to the racer side of things. Like I said, it's basically pretty much the same thing, opposite end of the spectrum. There are a few little differences, so I'm just gonna let you guys watch these next two little missions, and then we'll be right back.
Changing set of objectives that suit your driving style. You're only just getting started, so for now choice is limited. Once you complete your training, you'll be able to choose from multiple speed lists and shape your own destiny.
And we are back. And guys, I really gotta tell you, I really feel like I'm playing Hot Pursuit. What is it, 4 or 5? I remember Hot Pursuit games back on like PS2, so it isn't the first one. But that was actually a fun game. I'm not saying this isn't a fun game. I haven't got into all the modes. I hope they brought back the takedown. I can't even remember what it's called. When you just bust multiple cars, just wreck everywhere. And that's one thing I will give them. The animations when you total your car are nice. I have flipped down mountains so far, and it actually shows it, which is nice. You do like automatically kind of flicker back onto the screen after a couple seconds, but it is nice. They show the car, you know, the damage of the car when you do go flying up in the air, just really slam into something hard, just total your shit.
You're all set to free drive. On the right of your screen, you'll see.
That is by far the worst thing in the game to me. Shit like this pops up all the time, and your car is left to roll aimlessly in the street. So say there was another user car coming by that could just smack the living shit out of me. I don't know if I'm ghosted or not. I would hope so. But when you pause the game, since this is a live game, so to speak, your car runs wherever the hell it was, you know, going in the first place. It doesn't stop. So basically, go ahead, little heads up, park your car somewhere before you hit the pause button. If you're like me and your girlfriend hollers at you for something and you have to pause the game and you know you're in the middle of a race, you're fucked. You're gonna come back in dead last. That happened to me. Don't let it happen to you. Took over first place, as you can see. Of course, the ones starting out, they're not going to make that hard at all. So we straight up smoked them.
Every objective earns you speed points and increases your multiplier at the top of the screen. It also raises your heat level. The higher your heat level,
and as you can see, there's a convenient cop placed right there at the end of the race.
Time to get out of here. Cops will chase you down and try to bust you any way they can.
Well, he's a fucking Boy Scout, isn't he?
And your multiplier.
Always right place, right time.
And use the mini-map at the bottom left of your screen to avoid them.
I really don't understand why they explain stuff that can be explained just by that. Pursuit started. Fucking run. That's what that means. Why do they need to explain it? When it says pursuit started, to me, that means get your ass out of there. And then, of course, you see the goals on the right-hand side, so you pretty much know what to do. And I do like this aspect. I do like escaping. It's a lot more, I guess, innovative, you could say, now that a lot more things are destructible. You know, of course you can't run through walls and things like that, but there's little pieces and little, even whole foundations you can bring down, kind of like that one. Which look really cool in the middle of a race when 2 or 3 cars come flying around a corner and just collapses on one of them, they drive right through it. You can see you can do a head-to-head challenge at any time with anyone. Like I said, user, AI, as long as it's someone racing. Or in AI's case, it's a racing car, racing style car. You're not gonna roll up to the soccer mom bands and be like, "Come on, bitch!" Don't do that. But if you do, tell them BTXP told you to. I'll take the rap. So we are finishing up this head-to-head, which really didn't impress me that much either. It's things I have seen in Need for Speed plenty of times. It feels like they're taking some mediocre things from the Need for Speed series and some good things from the Need for Speed series and putting them into one game. I have yet to play the full multiplayer aspect, I guess. So I can't really say as a full spectrum, but as far as just single player playing, not connected to Xbox Live, to me, not that great. I would not say go out and spend $60 on just for that. But like I said, I see people on my friends list and it says racing in a Lamborghini with 5 racers, with 5 other players, racers or whatever, and I'm like, that sounds awesome. Where the hell is that on my game? So I guess I just got to basically need to ride around a little bit more, maybe meet some people. I've been sending messages. When you get nearby players, you can go to who's kind of nearby you or who's in that specific lobby with you. I'm sorry, and you can I think I only had about, you can see there's only about 6 guys in that lobby. I don't know if that's the max or what, but I'm definitely looking for some people to join me. I want to see how far that goes, you know, because I think that would be awesome if you could get multiple cops together to do an intercept or do a hot pursuit, you know, to all tackle the same goal, and all of you get rewarded for it. I think that would that would make this game great to me. I mean, not necessarily great because it could still fail in other aspects, but I mean, as far as technical, you know, they got it down. Need for Speed has always had it down to me. You know, the distribution of the cars feels right. Some racers, the cars kind of feel like they're floating above the surface almost. And then sometimes the total opposite. It feels like you're driving a fucking tank around.
Welcome to All Drive.
But they do really have that down. So this right here is what got me kind of got my opinion turned. But it's just a hype video, so I can't really say. I mean, yeah, it shows them racing together.
Some will be cops, others will be racers.
I mean, that looks amazing. That looks like something where kind of like Burnout Paradise, you know,
or by jumping straight to a nearby
which I loved
from inside your garage. All driving near another player will increase your speed points.
So I guess you would call it an open world
your speed points will be increased.
Need for Speed hot pursuit game is basically what I would say, and not really open world too much. It doesn't look like it's an incredibly huge map, but it does look like it would take you some time to really, you know, explore the full game for sure. And of course, playing with people adds new elements entirely.
Time to hit the road.
All points bulletin on a suspect vehicle. Sending information through now. All units be advised, pursuit in progress of a 1041. Officer requesting backup. All units be advised, a 1044 just got flashed by a speed camera. All units in the vicinity, please respond.
This is the first time I really realized it was fucked up on every end. As far as I was trying to get a beat on where the guy was, I just had to leave this part in. I cannot edit this part out. Okay, I have the event started, but it's telling me there's no destination marker. So I set a destination marker back to it, not realizing that the whole time it wanted me to go back and basically restart the event, even though I clearly went up to it, pressed LB and started the event. Even you can even hear the radio traffic telling me there's a guy. You know. So after a second of just like, what the fuck, I'm like, all right, let me try this again here. And then we basically have to restart it. So that was a little minor bug, you could say. I don't know. It may have had to do with the fact that I pulled right up to the line and pressed LB and just kind of went because I didn't see the car come by. But that was weird.
Officer reporting visual on a racer and is in pursuit. Pursuing unit is code 3 and requesting support.
So I'm gonna leave you guys with this intercept right here. And so overall, my first impressions of the game, I'm just gonna sum it up, really has a lot of potential. I'll say that. It could be a game that I could really spend some time on. It just depends really on how well that multiplayer aspect works in the game. So guys, remember to like this video, share this video if you can. It really helps expand and grow the channel. And please check back with the channel every week, fresh weekly videos. And I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.
Officer is code 3 on a suspected racer. All nearby units move in and support.